I'm over here. I'm over here. Oh, I spilled my own coffee. Good morning and welcome to the Sunday Reset vlog. You are actually the first person I'm speaking to today, which I feel like might be special a lot of times. Someone on YouTube is the first person I'm interacting with in the day, especially on the weekends because I wake up super early. Maybe you are an early bird as well, or maybe you're not and you just kind of want something in the background while you're doing your Sunday Reset. Full transparency, I am doing this routine this week on Saturday because it's actually my husband's birthday weekend and he requested a casino night, and so I just kind of like don't want to be having to do anything tomorrow, so I'm going to try and do like all the reset things today. In this video I wanted to take you through some meal planning, a grocery haul. I'm going to be doing some chores. I really need to get a pedicure. In my last video I said I need to get a pedicure. I still didn't get one. Today it needs to happen. Is this overexposed? That's the question. And I think the answer is yes. I think that's better. I am in my pajamas. That's just the way the beginning of this video is going to go. I was going to change and get myself a little bit ready, but I was like, that's not realistic. Like, it's 6 a.m. This is what I look like at 6 a.m. I'm not working out super early. You're in luck. It is about 2 hours later. You can see that I am a little more put together. Nothing crazy over here. I'm about to do a Peloton ride. I'm also more awake. Can you tell? I'm about to do a Peloton ride, but I was editing a little bit of this video because I do want to post it tomorrow. So I'm going to be editing as I go throughout the day. And the sound quality is just so bad. I was editing it and it was bothering me a lot. I was like, it's definitely gonna bother you, so let me just re-record that clip, that part. And as I do most of the time, I was rambling. Now that I know how much I was rambling, I can give you the 3 tips that I use for meal planning without rambling, so you can get the tips and go on with your day. Tip number 1 is to look in your fridge before going to the grocery store. I'm begging you to stop going grocery shopping without actually seeing what's in your fridge. Think of your fridge as like your little inventory. It has food in there already. I know your fridge isn't empty. I try to make my fridge as empty as possible by the end of the week. That is showing me that I properly meal planned and used what we have. I'm not perfect, it's still not empty. And so before I am planning my meals and before I'm writing my grocery list, I go in my fridge, see what we have, see if there's anything that is going to go off soon that I want to make sure, like if I'm planning my meal for Sunday or Monday, let me pop up that item. So for example, I had some green beans in the fridge that I don't want to go off, so I'm going to make sure that we use that hopefully earlier in the week so that they don't go bad, and I'm not wasting money, I'm not wasting food, I'm not wasting my time, because it does take time to also order groceries, pick them up. Even if I'm not shopping for my groceries for myself, I'm still taking the time to go pick them up. Tip number 2 is to have like your go-to meals that is just kind of like in your mind, like you have a Rolodex of your go-to meals that you can just always pop in. Each of those meals should be like a little bit changeable. So for example, one of our go-to meals is chicken thighs and broccoli. If we get too sick of that meal, maybe I just switch up the chicken thighs and do chicken drumsticks instead. Maybe I switch up the broccoli and do like bell peppers or green beans instead. I have that go-to meal of chicken thighs and broccoli, but I can slightly switch it up so that I'm not getting super bored of it. Tip number 3 is if you do want to make something new or you're having a hard time coming up with any meals, the way I collect new meals is first I'm going to YouTube videos like this one to get some meal inspo. Second, I'm gonna go to Pinterest and just kind of scan, like, for example, in our freezer we have some shrimp. If I didn't know what to make with the shrimp, I go on Pinterest, maybe I type in like dinner recipe with shrimp. You type that in, get some meal inspo that way. And then third, I will go to cookbooks or like online cookbooks. Some of my favorite cookbooks, I like Half Baked Harvest. Her meals do take a little bit more time and usually have some ingredients that you probably won't have on deck and may or may not use again. You can always just like skip that ingredient, or if you're feeling like, I don't know, you like spending money on things that you're not going to use again, go ahead and do that. I personally don't, so I will just either skip it or substitute it. I also like Define Dish. She has pretty good recipes. I forget her actual, I think her name's Alex something. I forget her actual name. I've been cooking for so long and I enjoy cooking that most of the time I'm actually not using a recipe. Even when I look at a recipe, I'll look at it, I'll read through it, and then I'm like, yeah, I'll do my own thing, and I'm just kind of getting inspo from the recipe. But if you are newer to cooking, that's definitely something I would recommend. And I would really recommend, like, ask people in your life, hey, what cookbooks do you like? maybe don't just pick a random one. Also, before you start making a meal, look over the recipe, look over the ingredients. Don't just decide, oh, that like the title sounds good and roll with it, because you don't want to get halfway through the recipe and be like, why is this taking me an hour when I wanted like a 20-minute meal? Like, no one wants that. So just like kind of give it a full review before deciding if you actually want to do it. I'm now about to, I can feel that caffeine. That coffee really kicked in. I'm gonna go do my Peloton ride, because if I push it off any longer, I'm not gonna do it. I do not specifically plan our breakfast and lunch because those are pretty basic throughout the week, and we're using like the same exact ingredients for breakfasts and lunches. We always have bagels on deck, we always eggs on deck. I make sourdough toast, like we'll do some kind of leftovers. My husband will make like mac and cheese for himself, very simple things. So I just at this point don't plan it. Back in the day, again, when I first started meal planning and first being in charge of not only my meals but my husband's meals and then my kids' meals, I was planning lunches and dinners, but I just got to the point that I don't feel like I have to do that anymore, and now I just plan dinners. Always start somewhere. Maybe you're still in the phase in life where planning your breakfast, lunch, and dinner is helpful for you. Maybe you're still in the phase of life where planning your lunch and dinner is helpful to you. Maybe you're in the phase of life that just planning your dinner or not planning at all, and you're just watching this for vibes. Everyone does different things. This is just what I do. This is what makes me feel good. It makes me feel ready for the week. It also helps avoid, so for example, I'm rambling. For example, I hate when my husband asks me, hey, what's for dinner? I hate that question. Something about that question really triggers me. So to avoid that being triggered unnecessarily, I have a note stock on my phone where I write out what's for dinner each day. He is attached to that note stock so he can look at it. I also write what's for dinner on like a little magnetic thing on our fridge so he can also look at that. And that's just avoiding triggering. Like I'm work harder, not smarter. Okay, let me go. I got you today. I know you're ready to rock it. Only 2 clients. I could never sell my soul. I gave it back to God at my Christian name. Anytime I wash a load that includes my workout clothes, I put this in and it really helps. Because I am a sweaty workout girl. I know some people work out and don't sweat. I'm sweating. I'm sweating. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, no one's surprised. She is running late. So my plan of, I have to turn the AC on. I'm so sorry. Like it's so hot. My plan of getting my toes done, getting a pedicure first, then picking up the groceries is just not going to work because the pickup time is from 11 to 12 and it's 11:36. So I'm gonna go pick up the groceries, come home, drop them off, and then I'll go out and get the pedicure. If you're wondering, you're like, Nicole, where are your kids? They are at my mom's house so that we can go to the casino tonight, as I mentioned. I think I mentioned that this morning at least. This is my mom's car. How the heck? I'm taller than my mom and she's driving this car. This is definitely not high enough, so what the heck and Bob is going on? Unless Corey went somewhere, I don't know. Hi, Nicole. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'ma show you bitches how to pimp a nigga. I'ma show you bitches how to pimp a nigga. It ain't easy, but pussy ain't free. It's not. Pouches for the babies, bone broth. I'm gonna sip on this and then also need it for a recipe. Butter, some canned green chilies, whole milk Greek yogurt for my daughter who loves yogurt. Got a sweet potato, the biggest sweet potato I've ever seen, bigger than my hand. Garlic, snacks for the babies. They love these bars. They also love these little smoothie melts. Strawberries, green onions, string cheese for another snack for babies, shredded cheese, bananas. I like soy milk. Babies also will drink basically any milk I buy. Avocados, some Zevia because my little drink stock in the fridge is running low. Another snack for the babies. I like these strained tomatoes to use for pizza sauce or tomato sauce like for pasta. I always like to have this on deck. Like if I need to make a quick meal, pasta is a very easy one. Apples, bagels for the babies, a huge onion. Like I don't know why they chose macros. This one is so big. Chicken thighs, eggs, frozen rice. I almost always do frozen rice. It's just easier. I know it's very lazy. Lime, breakfast sausages from Belinsky. I really like this brand. Ground beef. Then this is the first time trying this shrimp wonton soup. I'm thinking I'm gonna have this when I get back from my pedicure. Can't remember if I said broccoli. It doesn't have the best macros. Like we're only working with 5 grams of protein. There's 2 servings. I'm gonna eat this whole thing and something else because that's not enough. But yes, this is everything. I'll pop our meals up on the screen. Everything was $161 and some change, and then I'll probably spend another like 50 to 70 later in the week. So I know I need to get steak for another meal, but I'm gonna get that when we're having steak. I need to get ground chicken, and then I need to get like little baby street tortillas. Probably for the whole week, we'll end up spending around 200 to 250 for the 4 of us. And the babies eat a lot, and Corey eats a lot. I'm back home, and basically as soon as I got home, I started making food. I'm so hungry. I've barely eaten today. These are my toes. I barely filmed them there. Feet for free. It was a whole interesting experience. The woman that did my toes got like a new steaming gadget, and she was very excited about it. It came, she's like, okay, they're building it. It was like, and then like another woman was taking a picture of my feet, and I'm thinking, people pay for feet pictures and you're taking pictures of my feet for free. I don't know what you're gonna do with that. It was just like a very interesting experience. I boiled some eggs, so those are just cooling down to add some more protein. So this little, like I did both of them. It came in a pack of 2. I added 2 of them. The whole pack is 10 grams of protein. I'm gonna add some of this bone broth just to add more broth and then more protein. Let me make sure I zeroed it out. I'm gonna do half a cup. So a full cup is 13 grams, so half a cup is 6.5. Let's just say 7. Okay, very thicky. Okay, actually perfect. I did a little bit over, so probably 7, 8 grams of protein, so 18 there. And then each egg has 7 grams, 14, 28, 32 grams of protein. Yeah. I'm gonna eat this. I actually edited most of the video while I was getting my toes done. I'm gonna eat this, sit for a while. I'm washing cloth diapers as well, so I need to continue that. And then the last thing I wanna do before getting ready for tonight is mop and vacuum the floors. I'm not looking forward to it. It is probably the chore that takes me the longest. It takes like an hour and a half, if not a little bit longer, because I go around and like I pick everything up, like everything from the playroom. I move onto the rugs, like I clear everything, and I vacuum everything upstairs, downstairs, basement, and then I mop everywhere. So it does take a little bit of effort, but once it's done, the house looks so nice and clean. I'm really trying to like pump myself up for that. Tell myself, if you rest for an hour, you can do that for an hour and a half. You can do it. I'm so excited to eat. I'm so hungry.
You gotta start getting ready, girl.
I know.
I mean, outfit changes you're probably gonna go through.
Meant to end this video at home before being 5 minutes away from our destination, but I just remembered I wanted to come on the camera like put together so you don't think I'm just a bum all day, since I was just in a t-shirt and shorts. We are on the way to my friend's house, and then we're gonna go to the casino like I've been saying all day. But yeah, I hope this Sunday reset video was helpful. These are kind of all the things that I normally do on Sunday, but this week I did on Saturday, so tomorrow I can do nothing. Hopefully the AC hasn't been too loud. But yeah, that's everything. I'm gonna wrap it up there. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and I hope you enjoyed hanging out with me. Bye. Corey's here.